The new Flash sucks, and the old Flash is much better. But why? The Flash receives a not welcoming essence from the Arrowverse fans. The Flash movie has received largely negative reviews, with many critics and viewers finding it disappointing. The film's poor reception is evident from its low cinema score, indicating that audiences were unsatisfied with it. But why? There are three main factors we need to consider, including the expectations of the Arrowverse fans, a loose adaptation of the Flashpoint paradox, and its poor CGI that becomes a meme. Despite the high expectations and hype surrounding the film, including praise from celebrities like Tom Cruise and James Gunn, the reviews have been critical. In the Flash film, released on June 16, 2023, Barry Allen is portrayed by Ezra Miller. The movie begins with our favorite superhero, Barry Allen. The first scene has already brought Barry Allen into action, where he has to save falling babies by throwing them into a microwave. Yeah, it happened. But even how cruel it sounds, it worked. The nature of the character never changed. We see the typical Barry Allen, a heroic speedster with a strong sense of justice and a dedication to protecting his city and the world. But why do many fans hate it? First, the expectation. The fans' expectations, especially of the actor that is going to portray Barry Allen. Fans criticize Ezra Miller not due to his dark background history that we're going to tackle next. However, actor Ezra Miller does not possess the solitary quality required of an actor to anchor a film like this. He's not interesting, personable, or charismatic. He has none of the magnetism. Wally is more interesting than Ezra Miller, I would say. Some fans find something wrong, and some fans appreciate his performance. Nothing that he brings a unique and lovable quality to the character, despite occasional awkwardness. Others believe that Miller's portrayal does not align well with Barry Allen's character from the comics, and criticize his acting skills. And some fans find it annoying and cringe, and it's more like a cartoonish approach to the character. I guess they hate the actor, not the character. Grant Gustin Flash gives us more like a Peter vibe. He is a sad person with a good heart. We want proper Barry Allen, and Ezra Miller does not fit the character. His acting skills make me cringe. Despite those criticisms, Miller's off-screen life has been marred with multiple controversies and legal issues. Since 2022, they have been accused of committing assault, burglary, disorderly conduct, harassment, and grooming of minors, resulting in multiple widely publicized arrests, citations, and restraining orders. This is a disturbing video that emerged that seemed to show Flash actor Ezra Miller choking a female fan and throwing her to the ground at a bar in Iceland.
Learn it? Did you want to fight? Is nothing new? Whoa, bro. Fight?
Widespread shock on social media followed, as well as a fair bit of confusion, as there wasn't a whole lot of context to the clip. The worst part is there are no criminal charges against Ezra Miller, and he is not under investigation over choking and slamming a woman. Well, that sucks, not because you are an actor. You can get away from the crimes that you committed. Anyways, Ezra Miller is a horrible person, and he doesn't deserve the role of Barry Allen. It sucks because they picked this guy. Second, a loose adaptation of the Flashpoint paradox. The Flash 2023 movie received backlash for failing to continue the original Flashpoint paradox narrative. While I can appreciate some creative liberties, such as swapping the long-imprisoned Kryptonian from Kal-El to Kara and portraying an older Batman as an alternate timeline Bruce Wayne instead of Thomas Wayne, it's unfortunate that the war between Themyscira and Atlantis was failed to mention. I understand the intention behind turning the Flash into a meta-commentary on the various interpretations of DC Universe characters, but if that's the direction you're taking, it should be executed fully. The appearances of Christopher Reeve's Superman and Helen Slater's Supergirl were entertaining, as was the nod to the George Reeves Adventures of Superman TV series. However, the lack of other notable figures became glaringly apparent. For instance, where is Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher? What about Grant Gustin or John Wesley Shipp? As I watched all these references unfold, I found myself thinking, it seems they couldn't secure the rights to certain characters, which shifted the focus from superheroes to the complexities of intellectual property rights. Last, the CGI sucks. The CGI in the movie makes the character appear rubbery and unsettling. The CGI looks like it comes from an era where everything looked real, but nothing looked right. The reception has since been mixed, with critics unanimously pointing out how the Flash's visual effects look unfinished. Discussions on the CGI have also taken place since the first trailer was released online online, with many viewers mocking how its poor quality and noting its expensive budget that didn't seem to appear on the screen. The Flash director Andy Muschietti said he is well aware these divisive visual effects look weird to moviegoers. But why? Apparently that was exactly his intention. He said, "The idea, of course, is we are in the perspective of the Flash," Muschietti said. Everything is distorted in terms of lights and textures. We enter this water world, which is basically being in Barry's POV. It was part of the design, so if it looks a little weird to you, that was intended. So if that was intended, why the final battle still look bad? It looks pretty fake and like a PS2 Dragon Ball Z fight. The green screen effects were wacky. To be fair, it's because there's a huge budget of speedsters running around, and you can't make it practical. But still, the CGI was not that good for some parts. Some fans said that. The main reason for the rubbery appearance of the CGI characters is the limitations of the VFX budget. According to a report by Collider, the show's VFX supervisor, Armin Kevorkian, stated that the running effects on the show are the most expensive VFX shots to create, so we have to work within a very strict budget. As a result, the VFX team has to rely heavily on pre-existing assets and software to create the slow-motion sequences, which can cause the characters to appear rubbery and unrealistic. This lack of realism can detract from the impact of the slow-motion scenes, which are meant to be visually stunning and engaging for the viewers. Additionally, the limitation in the VFX budget means that the team has to use more traditional methods, such as practical effects and camera tricks, to create the desired effect. While this can sometimes enhance the visual impact of the show, it can also lead to inconsistencies in the CGI characters' movements. As for the future of the Flash franchise, Warner Brothers has developed a script for a sequel, but it will only be pushed ahead if the current movie performs well enough at the box office. With Muschietti moving on to Batman, it's unclear if he would also be involved in the Flash sequel. He told the press ahead of the film's opening that he's open to continuing to work with Ezra Miller despite the actor's controversial history. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Deadpool, why he becomes so popular? Check out my latest video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.